Oh, all right, friends. It's T-Man. We're back again with our good friend, the I Am Longevity Dude, man. So he just popped up another video. I guess he saw my last video and he's getting disgruntled. He's upset. So he popped up another video here. So I'm going to have to react to this video he just popped up an hour ago. I noticed. So I Am Longevity says, at 61, I already won. Now I'm just maintaining. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. May 13, 2020.
He didn't win and he's not maintaining anything. He's not maintaining. The only thing he's maintaining is his I guess you could call that athletic movements or abilities, whatever, him jumping around in a park. It's practiced, but it didn't give him more motor units or new motor units. He didn't get new ones or get more of them, and he's still losing them regardless whether he is exercising or running around. The only thing he's doing is allowing them to share themselves across a vast amount of muscle fibers. That's all they do.
25. I need to discuss something really quick. 5 days ago, my study was approved. The first of all, fast motor units as the hidden trigger of human aging. It was given a DOI.
And where does it say that where does he says it says that in Google in these studies? The human trigger of aging is fast twitch muscle fiber, or whatever, these motor units. This paper I can't even see this. This paper offers a perspective on human aging, one that begins at the cellular level. Okay, that's not motor. What he says, cellular level. He didn't say motor unit level, but higher up at the connection between brain and muscle. Yeah, brain and muscle. How do you get more brain cells? See, so if it starts there, the motor unit stuff, it's in the brain. How do you get more? You can get more of them. There is a way, actually. High omega-3 and eccentric exercise can help you gain more of these motor, or these units, these neurons, whatever. Anyway, we argue that the slow, steady loss of first motor units starting in our late 20s isn't a symptom. Well, you're already losing a bunch of things, mass, everything. It starts at 30 of aging, and what is this spark that sets it off? Instead of blaming telomeres, mitochondria, or DNA damage as the root causes, we suggest that there is downstream effects unleashed only after the nervous system begins to pull back in control. Okay, whatever. I would have to read the rest of his study. I don't know. Logic, response to the function, neuromuscular, aging, introduction, aging has long been determined by cellular. Okay, whatever. It has.
It's a preprint. It's not in the journal yet.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
Yes.
But what I want to speak to you about is this.
Yes,
I've had a lot of accusations that I plagiarized, that took parts from different studies, I put them together, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
You know, this is what happens when something unusual pops up that has never been spoken about before. Yeah. They're probably saying, what the heck does this guy think he is? He's not even a PhD. He's not even affiliated with a university.
You know, I have a suggestion for you, Tony. I think you should start working on removing those senescent cells, because you got a lot of them, regardless whether you're taking TRT or not, and it enhancing your performance, and this low body fat of 3%, which is astronomically incredible for people that are natural out there, walking around 3% body fat and jumping around football fields at 60. But yeah, okay. I mean, if that's what you want to do, sure. I mean, that's what you want to do with TRT, but I guess other people, they don't want to do that. And then some go to the gym and they go with their TRT, the gym, lift these weights, whatever. They do all kinds of things. Yeah, you have discovered the power of TRT. Yes, man.
But there's a big difference.
Okay.
I'm affiliated with the last 45 years of training.
Yeah.
and studying.
You know what? I know a lot of people that they discovered affiliated with steroids. Yes, they discovered it and the power and what it can do. Yes.
For the last 45, let me repeat it again, the last 45 years, there is no
The last 45 years. Yeah. Okay.
university, there is no professor.
You think that Tony has been doing this for 45 years straight, jumping up and down like a yo-yo? Or do you think it just happened recently when he probably went to his Italian doctor and he put on some TRT and he flipped out? He goes, "Whoa, this is some powerful drugs, bro." Like taking cocaine. You'd be running down the street like crazy. Say hello to my little friend.
That can match that. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I have personal experience and I've been studying this for
Yes, Maradona said the same thing when he got caught taking cocaine playing soccer. Yes, okay.
ever. The thing I'm trying to say is this. If my study is not original, if it was written somewhere else before, why is it
You know what's funny? There's a lot of crazy people out there, I tell you, on the internet and in the world. They're really insane.
when you Google fast motor units and longevity, it pops up my study that I just published like this. It's at the top.
Your study? Because I don't know. It does it. I didn't see your study pop up. I've typed up stuff in there. I didn't see any of your study up there. I don't know what you're talking about. But why would it pop up? Well, I see YouTube channels pop up. I see all kinds of information pop up. So sometimes I have to go more than twice, and then I look on the right side to see what were the things they grabbed this from, this information. If it made sense to me, if it made sense, okay. If it doesn't make sense, then forget it. It's kind of obvious. I'd have to bring it up again and again. Then I'd have to confirm with NCBI, PubMed, and stuff, whatever. You kind of get the idea about a lot of stuff when you're looking up information because you don't know who's writing these papers and putting them up online. You know, you have to be careful with Google AI.
Of Google at the snippet, right at the top. If it's not original, why would it be there? If somebody wrote this before, why would my study be there? All I'm saying is this.
Why? Because, I don't know. There's stuff on Motor Unit. Maybe because you're the only one that wrote a paper on it. I don't know. Does it really matter? It's not that important. Man, I don't, whatever. Okay.
No one wrote it before. No one even thought about this before. It didn't even cross their minds what I wrote in that.
What are you talking about? It's crossed my mind a long time ago about motor units. I've known about it years ago. Lots of people know about motor units. You'll hear people say recruiting motor units. I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. You're not the first person. Just because you discovered TRT and you're jumping around and now you're talking about motor unit. Because you read something somewhere, you heard somebody something, and they said motor unit. And you're like, damn, I got to hook myself on this motor unit. That's not the reason why I do eccentric exercise and then I put information about what leads to that. I just put the information. This is what happens when in eccentric exercise. These are the events that happen. See what I mean? Okay, so you jumping around, what happens when you open a doorknob or you run around a field? You're recruiting what? Motor units. Does that have anything to do with muscle damage? Not necessarily, right? You're not damaging muscles. You're exercising. You're running around a park. You know, you're playing. You're fooling around. Okay, will you recruit motor units? Yeah. Will you get better at doing those things over and over again? Yes, definitely. Get it? You get better at doing them. See what I mean? But are they building you muscle? No. What's sustaining his muscle? Most likely TRT. What is preventing the loss of these motor units in him? Most likely TRT. Now, if you're not taking TRT, will you lose these motor units because you're not taking testosterone? I don't know. Maybe yes, maybe no. Depends what you're doing. Will you be 3% like him because you're not taking a TRT? I don't know. See what I mean? A bunch of stuff. Will you build muscle just because you're running around a field? No, not that I know of. Muscles that don't build like that.
Study.
Will the TRT prevent the loss of muscle? Well, yeah, because it prevents loss of your motor unit. It must prevent the loss of muscle then, right? Because it aids in protein synthesis. So there you go.
And I'm just getting started. I have many more coming. Continuing.
Okay.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, I keep it real.
You do.
I
Yes.
will sell you a dream that you're going to live to 200 years.
Okay.
Because a whale or a shark lives to 200 years. I won't give you none of that. Okay? I'll keep it real. We are
No,
all.
I'll give him that. He has got tenacity for sure. He really has this belief in this thing. This motor unit's gonna whatever. The best part, he says you're all gonna die. I think here.
Going to die.
Whoa! How did I know that? You're all going to die. I just love this. Let's see this again, man. This is funny. I had no clue.
That. Okay? I'll keep it real.
Okay.
We are all going to die.
I love that part, man. I gotta record that and just play it over and over again. Let me keep it real. We're all going to die. Let me keep it real. We're all going to die.
Make the best of it.
So make the best of it, guys, because you're all gonna die. So make the best of it. Yes, I am making the best of it. I'm doing what is best for me, and I suggest everybody do what's best for them. Do what makes you happy. Don't do what makes other people happy. Do what makes you happy. You understand me? He's trying to enslave you to something that will actually, most likely, hurt you in the long run because you're not doing what he's doing.
And my channel is about getting to the 100 mark
Yeah.
to move like someone half my age. It's not an easy thing to do.
Okay, so he has a goal. He wants to get to the 100 mark and keep moving the way he does at his age. Very simple. You want to know what it is? TRT, steroids. That's right. Testosterone, steroids. That's going to do that for you.
I don't care about competing. I don't care about none of that stuff. I train this to this, the entire body.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
I'm wrong. But as of right now, I'm 61, 2019 vision. I take no medication. I have no diseases. Just got my blood test. It's nothing in the horizon. So at 61, you guys see how I move. I don't know what else to say. I already proved my theory. I am not banking on it. I already have proven it at 61.
Yeah.
This is what I don't understand.
He has already proven it. Yes, okay.
People saying, oh, I'm counting on this, I'm banking on this. I'm already there.
You're there.
Now all I'm doing is maintaining.
Right.
That's the difference. Anyway,
Yeah.
have a wonderful day. See you soon.
He's already there. He's just maintaining, guys. It's unfortunate for all of you. You're not there. How is he maintaining it? With, TRT. TRT is maintaining that. Oops, the cat's out of the bag, friends. I'll see you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. This guy's incredible, man. I don't know really what to say there. It's really interesting. This dude's interesting. If you see the food he eats, it's sludge food, and all these supplements he takes. That's very very artificial. He's very artificial, I'd say. Now, I got nothing really against totally some supplements. You can call them supplements. I'm into very specific supplements. Okay, not the kind that he's into, but whatever. I'm just very into very specific supplements that I know they have some benefits in them. But we definitely get plenty of whatever out of food. Again, this whole longevity, it's gonna. I guess I don't know. I guess he just became disgruntled at some point. He flipped out because of that study that scientists came up with and debunked him. A scientist did a thing and debunked him. A reputable scientist. That you don't get more motor units. The professional athlete and the couch potato have the same amount of motor units as they age. You don't get more of them, and that's it, really. You can share them, they proliferate, but you can't get more of them. And so that's what makes you good at doing specific things. In other words, if you take up powerlifting, you will recruit more of these motor units, more force production, androgen receptors, but that's not based on muscle. You understand me? That's not going to make you physically stronger. It'll make you better at lifting concentrically, but it doesn't make you physically strong. What makes you physically stronger? Eccentric exercise. See what I mean? Will it make you better at lifting concentrically? Well, the consensus is yes. The The work that you put in eccentric will automatically convert over to concentric. See what I mean? So you really don't have to focus all your time in the concentric, and then one thing goes without the other. In eccentric, both grow. Both grow. Strength, this force production strength, and your muscular strength goes up. You build muscle and your force goes up. But in concentric, you don't. You don't build any muscle. Actually, if anything, you lose muscle and your force production goes up in concentric. That's about it, really. So how these things work and how they exude their adaptations, they all do it differently. It's really up to you to figure out, man. It's not difficult. One guy said to me, I started explaining to him today. I was talking to somebody, and he said to me, Christ, you're like a scientist. And I just went like way off, like explaining everything to these two guys. They're twins, actually. So I was talking to them, and they said that they make sense. They understood what I was saying. And then I went into the talk about some medical stuff in the field, whatever. Doctors and pharmacists, doctors, they're just drug dealers, basically. We were going off and talking about certain things that they use to suppress this, that. Anyways, but yeah. Like I said, you don't have to understand how these adaptations work, how your body adapts. How does it adapt to running around in a field? Well, it's going to recruit motor units, okay? Does that mean you're going to get more of them? No. See what I mean? So if that's something you like to do, accelerate aging, get hypoxia, oxidative stress, damage, DNA, whatever. Accelerate aging and look like 95 at 61, like he says. Well, good luck with that then. Enjoy yourself. I'll see you in the next one. That's not for me, man. I'll see you in the next one. Think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'm really into regenerating. That's a different word I'm using. Regenerating. He says longevity, regenerating. And I'm into healthgevity, not longevity, healthgevity. Because healthgevity will transfer over to longevity. See you in the next one. Ciao, man.